Hello and welcome here to the beautiful Logan Field on the Tonawanda Nation, where it is time for some NABLL box lacrosse as the Oswego Riverhawks take on the Big Wood Smash. Hello everyone, my name is Trevor Butts, so happy to be joining you for what should be an entertaining matchup here as Big Woods takes on Oswego. The Smash enter this game with a 3-2 record, while Oswego sits at 1-3. The Smash were in action last night. Might have gotten to catch a bit of that action right here on Blue Squatch Productions, or on the main channel, I should say. We're on BSPN2 today for this one. Got to see the absolute drubbing that occurred last night over Seneca Lake, 29-14 win for the Smash. They took down the Serpents in dominant fashion. Eager to see how this game will look, as Oswego has been competitive in each of the years they have been in the NABLL. Started their first year in 2022 with a 2-6 record, but since then they have finished positive every year since. They have been in and around the finals, competing often with the Thousand Island Spirits out that way. Have fallen short to the Spirits every time, but still a very good competitive program that is doing a lot of positives out in Oswego, and they're trying to come out here and get an out-of-division win here against the Big Wood Smashers, as they'll often be known. Smashers, as there you see a bit of the glove hand work from Brendan D., the starting netminder for the Smashers. Can you tell he was a former hockey goalie? He knew right away, no hesitation. However, I don't know if that glove hand has as much padding as the glove hand does in a hockey goalie equipment. And my man Jason Pregel says it's not very close, so I don't know if he'll be feeling that, but he is going to have to feel this one here. Nice save from D, who gets the start this evening for the Smashers. Got to see a bit of D last year with the Seneca War Chiefs. A nice leg save there from D on that shot. Played his junior ball last year with the War Chiefs and appeared in a couple games earlier this season with the Tonawanda Braves. Now getting, I believe, his first bit of action here with the Smashers, as D, someone relatively new to the game of lacrosse. I believe it's only year number 1 for him, and he's looked great so far. Here's a chance the other way. Shot, they score! Oh, what a finish there to make it a 1-0 lead for the Smashers. I believe that was Carmen Papa on the finish. Let's get a look at it again. Papa had a great night last night for the Smashers, but his night tonight already off to a better start. Oh my goodness. Carmen Papa, somebody who has spent some time with the Tonawanda Braves in years past as well, gets the goal scoring started here for Big Woods. The Smashers going from right to left on your screen, wearing the gray with black numbers and a little bit of blue sprinkled in there, as well as Lee Abrams trying to drive in and get the shot away, while the Oswego Riverhawks have the big old O on their chest. They go left to right, wearing the white and powder blue, and they get a quick shot on that is kept out by Brendan D. But possession stays here with Oswego. I will say it is a bit of a jersey clash tonight, but I do love the look for the Oswego Riverhawks. Such a unique gradient style, and then with the wings down the sleeves as well. That is a nice little touch. As they run out of time, it is a shot clock violation on the Riverhawks. Talked about the starting goalie for the Smashers. Well, let's introduce our starting goalie for Oswego, Kobe Gibson, the East Syracuse, New York native, gets the start in between the pipes this evening for Oswego, as he's going to get tested right here and is up to the task as he makes a nice save to just keep the deficit at 1. Running back the other way here are the Riverhawks, turning away there was Taylor as he will slow things down. I do have to say, as Blue Eye will pick up the ball, I'll get to it in a minute. Blue Eye looking to run. Here comes Aiden Blue Eye in transition. Blue Eye looking to push the pace, spins and shoots, but just misses wide. Was starting to say that Oswego unfortunately didn't put any first names on the game sheet, so you might hear just a lot of last names. Trying to match it up as best I can with what I have prepared from beforehand as Blue Eye lets the shot go, but it is turned away by Gibson. Try to the best I can, but we're on a bit of limited time today, so we will do what we can here as Oswego gets the ball into the attacking zone with under 10 minutes left to play here in the first period of action. 4 15-minute periods, or quarters we could call them, periods, quarters. 6 in one, half dozen the other, as that shot will get put off the post as Alvey let it go. First of 4 15-minute quarters here as the cross-floor pass doesn't connect. Loose ball scooped up here by Papa. Papa, the lone goal scorer in this game, gonna flip it back for Nephew. Donnie Nephew rings it off the post. The goalie ringtone playing right now. Here comes a man back the other way. Shot on, they score. A.J. Wright gets that one past D for the first Riverhawks goal of the game. Let's get a look at this one again here as it is just an overhand rip there from A.J. Wright on what is the 7th shot of the game for this Oswego squad. Riverhawks have the ball, looking to go back on the attack. Ball moved over to the near side. Quickly into the middle. Shot there blocked in front. O'Connor letting it go. Running back the other way here are the Smashers. Sundown looks to a man in front. Quick shot on. Stopped by Gibson. I think they're going to say might have said in the crease. As now I see Gibson reach behind him. We will see here. And yeah, I think it was the foot of Nelson Logan that came down right before that ball went into the back of the net, leading to that goal to be taken off the board. Over and back will give possession here to the Big Wood Smashers as we are all tied up at 1. Carmen Papa, the lone goal scorer for the Smashers. A.J. Wright as the other marker for the Riverhawks. That ball nearly trickles through the pads of Gibson, but he is able to spin back and keep it out. There you can see it right there in the crease, not behind the goal line. So a good stop for Gibson as the Riverhawks get the ball into the attacking zone. Home keeps it, shoots it just high over the net. Rebound there. Quick shot just misses wide. Neil Paulus letting it go. Another attempt kept out by D. One of the veterans on this team, Neil Paulus, able to get that shot away, the former Buffalo Bandit. Responsible for that shot. Donnie Nephew with it beyond the restraining line. Nephew steps in. Stu Sundown with a blast, and he scores. What a finish there for Stu Sundown to give the Smashers a 2-1 lead. Get a look at this one again here from Stu Sundown. You could see Nephew thought about it, drew the attention of the defender, and saw the open Stu Sundown, who blasts that one home to give the Smashers the 2-1 advantage. And right back the other way, we get one. Apologies, had to check my notes here for just a second. And we get one right away. Let's see here. Just right off the draw into the back of the net for the Riverhawks. shot there. 23, Sturl gets the goal to bring us level at 2. Or Steria, excuse me. Connor Steria gets that goal. The St. Bonaventure man out of Baker High School, responsible for the latest goal in this matchup. Here is Logan, looking to go to work, spins into the middle. Logan's shot deflects just wide. Good job by Fuller getting his stick into the shooting lane to deflect that one. Riverhawks looking to run a bit. Rakelli shoots it just wide of the net. It'll go on to the back part of the netting and allow for the Smashers to pick it up. Hode Sundown will bring it up the floor. Sundown gonna look for an option and will calmly flip it to curve Jonathan. Jonathan to the far side. Nephew feeds in front. Shot just misses wide. Good chance there for Kyle Sundown as Yelich knocks his man to the turf and he gets hit hard into the boards. Some pushing and shoving going on between them. Yelich will go and break it up as a penalty coming up. Yesterday was, I believe, my first time getting to watch Nicholas Yelich, and it felt like he was just always the one engaging the contact, initiating it, and it was just kind of made me chuckle a little bit to see him being the one to go break up the scrum, as I figured he would be the one really making it flourish, but I think he recognized the fact that one penalty was called on his team, and the smart player that he is knows that it's better to just take 1-2 than a double minor or a major. So just calm everybody down, break things up, and just live with the 2. Let's take a look here. Nothing much in the chat yet. Got anything you want to chime in on? Be sure to throw it in the chat. Anybody you're watching in particular? Anybody has any score updates as well from around the NABLL? Be sure to throw that in. And right as I was talking about breaking that up, it is going to be a 5-minute major for high sticking going against the Smashers' Shad Jonathan. And now here could be a chance for Papa shorthanded. Papa stopped. Rebound kept out. 2 good looks there for Carmen Papa in transition, but Kobe Gibson shuts them both down. Riverhawks going on the attack here in the middle of a 5-minute power play. Near side shot kept out by D. Neil Paulus, the man to let it fly here for Oswego. D gonna pass it right up the heart of the field into the hot stick of Nelson Logan. It was red hot last night. I counted him with 7 of the 29 Big Woods Smashers goals. Grayson Ground gonna skip it to the near side, but his pass intercepted. Rakelli bringing it back the other way. Rakelli trying to let the shot go, but he is turned into the corner. Either Rakelli or Taylor looking at the sheet. I'm seeing a 17, a 37, 77, no 27. So apologies for that. With it on the far side, Hode Sundown out towards center. He'll head to the bench after moving it here to Thunder Hallett. Hallett looks to the board and sees 4 minutes left here in this game and 4 seconds now on the shot clock. He'll let one go from distance. That is stopped by Gibson. Logan will hustle over to the loose ball and get the Smashers a fresh 30. The whole rest of his team headed for the bench thinking that that possession was over, but not without the hard work of Nelson Logan. He keeps it going. Here is Yelich leaving it for Logan on the near side. Logan driving in. Logan shot. Turned away. Rebound attempt. Scores! Nicholas Yelich cleans up the garbage in front and gives the Smashers a 1-goal lead. Let's see this one again. The initial attempt was stopped, but Yelich picked it up right on the outskirts of the crease and put it home. Far post. to give Big Woods the 1-goal lead, short-handed. Great finish there for Nicholas Yelich, as Big Woods now in front by a goal. As we are here at the sunny Logan Field on the Tonawanda Nation. We thank you so very much for joining us here for some NABLL lacrosse. Low shot there, stopped by D. Loose ball going to be picked up in the crease by Maddox Lazor. Lazor will move it over to the far side of the floor for Carmen Papa. A former Tonawanda senior Brave looks for an option and goes into the corner for Lee Abrams. If you've been following the social medias, you got to see a great goal from Lee Abrams from his time with Tonawanda earlier in the season. It was such a great goal. It reminded me of Gates Abrams with his skill set on the field there, as Lee will just let the clock bleed down. Shot clock strikes 0. He'll head to the bench as the Riverhawks go on the attack. Love with it up top. Skips it to the near side. In the low corner, moving it up here is Paulus. Paulus gets the pass right back to the far side. Outside rip there, just misses wide of the net. It'll be over and back here against Oswego. That'll give Big Woods a chance for a quick restart. Here's a chance. What a save from Gibson. Oh my goodness, Kobe Gibson denies Grayson ground right on the doorstep. What a stop. Let's see if the Riverhawks can use it here. Ball on the far side. Overhand rip turned away by D. Steria letting it go. Ball behind the net. Trying to jam that one free is Hode Sundown. Ends up here with 44. Kelly letting it go. Not able to get it home. Papa on a break. Here's Carmen Papa. He scores. Another shorthanded goal for the Smashers. They take a 2-goal lead. Second goal of the game for Carmen Papa. And he gives this Big Woods team a 2-goal lead. Maybe they should play the rest of the game shorthanded. They've been doing so great. Down 5-on-4. And Brendan D announced this, getting an assist on that goal as well. So first NABLL game, I believe, for Brendan D, and he's already got a point. That's a great start to his NABLL career, as Oswego looking to go to work on the attack now and try and get out of the hole they're in here on this power play. A -2 here at the moment. And off the bench here is LV. Tosses it over to the far side. It misses its intended target. It'll be picked up by a teammate. Coming up from the corner, letting it go was Love. It's blocked in front. And it will be a shot clock violation. Aiden Blue Eye being hounded before play is blown in. And he will be allowed to restart. As you gotta wait for the officials to go ahead and gotta let them go in. Can't just jump the guy, and the Riverhawks find out right there. Back to even strength now as Shadow Jonathan fresh out of the penalty box. Jonathan moves it to the far side. His pass misses Thunder Hallett. It'll be chased down in the corner as Brim picks it up and moves it forward. There could be a chance on a break. 27 on a break, and he's stopped by D. Yelich into the middle. Shot just misses wide. Chasing after this one is Logan. He's able to save it. Could be one more shot here for the Smashers, and it's stopped by Gibson. Jonathan picks it up, throws it towards goal, but can't get it home. After one period of play, it is a 4-2 game, and the shots 18-14 in favor of Big Woods here after one period of action on Blue Squatch Productions. Back now on BSPN2 The Deuce as we get things going here in the second quarter of action between the Oswego Riverhawks and the Big Woods Smashers. It is the Smashers who hold the lead and possession after the ball goes out of play here at Logan Field. Quick shot on from ground and he scores! Grayson Ground finds the twine and gives the Smashers a 3-goal lead. First goal of the night for Grayson Ground. He entered this weekend with 12 goals on the year, 23 points, and was actually ranked 5th in the entire NABLL in assists. So one of the top playmakers in the nation, Grayson Ground, been having one heck of a year for the Smashers, and it continues here this evening with his first goal of the game. Ball bouncing around here. Who will get possession? It's Smith who sends a nifty shot towards goal. Doesn't find the target on the attempt. But I like the courage there from Smith to let it go. Dylan Smith backpedals. Smith looks to let a shot fly. It is blocked in front. I think that was Peyton Palze wearing that one right as the shot clock was about to expire. Ball up into the attacking zone here for the Smashers, looking to try and get their 6th goal of the game. Yelich working on the far side, gets in the middle. Yelich with a low shot, stopped by Gibson. Nice stick save there for Kobe Gibson, as his long pass will go all the way into the corner. It'll be controlled by Love. Love has it along the near boards and will look for an option. He feeds to the far side and connects with Kelly. Brian Kelly. SUNY Morrisville Products passes taken away. Nephew got hit up high, and that will draw a penalty. Brendan D will make the long run to the bench as Donnie Nephew gets the ball into the attacking zone and will bounce it to the near side of the floor. Huddy Nanakoke to the far side. Shot on is stopped here by Gibson. Let's see if we got a look at the latest penalty in this game. We will see it here, and oh yeah, just no doubt about that. Nephew kind of threw the head to the side a little bit, just a half-second late. He didn't even have to. That was just a straight chop right to the head. An easy 5-minute major call going against the Riverhawks. It'll be home that will sit for 5. And now we will have a 5-minute power play here for the Big Woods Smashers, as they will get things going. They were +2 on the 5-minute penalty against him, so I don't know how much damage they'll be able to do on a power play for him, but it won't last too long. And right away, penalty will be assessed to the Smashers. Let's see if we got a glimpse at it, as just catching his man up high there was Dodie Logan. And that might be 5 minutes the other way, and it is. So that will do it for the 5-minute major, or for the 5-minute power play, I should say, against this Big Woods team. It'll be now 5 on Dodie Logan. So all even for the next 4:40, then there will be about 20 seconds of a power play for Oswego, as right away Aiden Blue Eye, like a bat out of hell, trying to get that ball back, but it doesn't work out here. What a finish through the contact there for Dylan Smith. And that's just where maybe the defense there just got a little over-aggressive, along with Hode Sundown. Blue Eye just a bit too overeager, and Smith stayed poised and took advantage through some of the contact as well, able to get it through for the goal. A nice finish there for Dylan Smith, the Syracuse, New York native, Makes it a 5-3 game. Here's a chance for the Riverhawks right off the draw. Shot on, stop by D. Nice leg save there from Brendan D to keep this one a 2-goal game. Back the other way go the Smashers, trying to flip it in front for ground. He might have ran out of room, but officials are going to keep it going. Papa with a shot turned away by Gibson. Rebound attempt stopped as well. Curve Jonathan with a great rebound chance, but Kobe Gibson makes yet another impressive save. He has been on point tonight. Shots 24-16. Gibson has seen a lot of rubber, but 19 saves so far. Very good indeed as the Riverhawks have it. Dylan Smith with it. Moving into the shooter spot, skips one towards D that is kept out. Ball into the corner. Moved in the front here for Kyle Sundown. Sundown will transition it up the floor. Sundown goes to his left. Has a man in the middle now with Pauze trying to let the shot go, or Holt Sundown, excuse me, but not able to hang on to the pass. Yelich looking to try and make a hit to get the ball back. Ball just gets thrown forward here. Could be a chance for the Riverhawks, stopped by D. Breakaway attempt for Steria, but not able to get that one past Brendan D, who has been on point here. It's been 2 great showings from both of these netminders so far in this game. Low skipping shot there, kept out by Gibson. It was curved Jonathan letting it go. Nearly able to find the twine here, but Gibson once again has been on it here for this Oswego team, giving them a chance in this contest most certainly. Here is Alvi. Gets a pick. Alvi, overhand rip, misses wide of the net. Rebound. Shot stopped by D. Alvi got his own rebound, but was not able to get that one past Brendan D. Back the other way we go. Here's Yelich all alone in front. Yelich stopped by Gibson. The goalies continuing to battle it out on each end of the floor right now. Here come the Riverhawks. Low shot there, turned away by D. Raquelli letting it go. Ball on the near side of the floor now for the Big Woods Smashers. Jonathan tosses it over to the far side. It'll be scooped up here by Carmen Papa. Papa feeds it back to the near side. Up top. Sundown letting it go, but it is kept out by the stick of Kobe Gibson. Trying to engage contact here is Jacobs, and he's able to get through Papa, but did he get it over in time? Doesn't seem so. Violation on the Riverhawks, gives possession right back to the Smashers. Gonna go to work here is Nelson Logan. Logan feeds in front. Hallett gets the shot away and he scores. What a finish for Thunder Hallett to extend the Smashers' lead. Get a great look at Hallett as he walks back to the bench. Let's get a good look here at this finish. Hallett somehow able to work his way in front, even with the defender all over him. Defender gets on his back, pushes him into the crease, but no problem for Thunder Hallett. Able to get the finish anyways for the 6th Big Woods goal of the game, the first of the evening for Thunder Hallett. Got a Thunder Hallett out there. We just need his Lightning teammate to join him. Here is Oswego looking to go to work. 48 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Ball hits the turf. It's scooped up by Blue Eye. We know he can run. Here comes Blue Eye in transition. Aiden Blue Eye all alone, scores! Aiden Blue Eye strikes in transition to add another for the Big Woods Smashers. Goalie water break will bring us to a pause here as Aiden Blue Eye gets this goal. What a finish here for Aiden. Blue Eye beats him short side to make make it a 7-3 Big Woods lead. Now that we have a bit of a break in the action here, just want to take some time to say thank you to our great sponsors over at Jan's Gas Mart and the Sadakone Restaurant, as well as Basin Bud Depot. You can check them out over at 383 Bloomingdale Road. We thank them for their support here of Blue Squatch Productions, but as well of Big Wood Smashers Lacrosse. We also have a couple other sponsors that'll pop up during the intermission. Be sure to check them out as well. Peachtree and the Token Turtle. We thank all of them for their support and for helping to make these streams possible.
We got some juices being sold. What kind of juice we selling? Strawberry juice. How much is it? You don't know how much it is, but it's for sale.
Face-off is down here as we're going to get a slashing call here going against the Riverhawks. Peyton Palizé wins the draw and then gets hit hard through the back. And that's an easy penalty call for the official. Palizé gets up with a big old smile on his face. You know, he is more than okay. Let's get a look here at the initial penalty. That goes on O'Connor. That'll be an easy slashing call, and we'll see if any more is added for the check from behind. And it is going to be a 5-minute major. I would imagine the 5 for the check from behind and then a 2 for slash, as that'll be 7 minutes on the board against O'Connor. And that is exactly what it's going to be, as the short side shot is kept out by Kobe Gibson. The Riverhawks gonna have to try and kill some time here, but not going to be able to do so. 10-second violation gives the ball right back to the Big Woods Smashers. Ball one hops Sundown, but he will pick it up and look towards Lee Abrams and go right to him. Sundown gets it back now, lets the shot go, but it is turned away by Gibson. Gibson will send a BTB effort forward that works out. He'll run right onto this one, Will Holm. What a nifty pass that was there from Kobe Gibson. Able to lead home a bit, allowed him to get possession as the penalties have expired. All the ones prior to O'Connor, that is. Still 6 minutes and counting on the board for him. So plenty of time for the Smashers to work with here on the power play. Nephew's shot there kept out by Gibson. Ball rolling around in the crease. And a penalty going to be called here. And it looks like it's going against the Riverhawks. Although he's not so sure. He's looking like, who, me? As he walks to the box, waiting to see the number. I think it's Fuller who's going to get called. We'll see a look at it again here. And it is going to be Fuller. And I think they're going to say it's a penalty shot. As we'll give you one more look at it here. I was consulting with my man Jason Pregel. I almost thought it looked like he trapped the ball in the crease. And I think they're going to say he did do that, touched it with his hand, might have been right there. And it, yep, yeah, he trapped the ball with his hand in the crease. That's not a call you get all too often. But we get one here, and it will be a penalty shot coming up for Nelson Logan. An automatic penalty shot here for Logan. Let's see what he does. Nelson Logan scores! What a finish for Nelson Logan as he strikes on the penalty shot to grow the lead for the Smashers. Let's check this one out here. Logan just walks right in, goes to his right, then brings it back left into the top left corner for the finish. What a job done by Nelson Logan to take advantage of that penalty. And better yet for the Smashers, it's still 2 minutes on the board for Fuller. So a full 2 minute 5-on-3. Then when that penalty is done, you're going to have still over 3 minutes on the 5-minute major, and we're going to get another penalty called against this Oswego team. Let's see what exactly went down here. And I think we did just miss the look at the penalty. My apologies there. I just caught me off guard real quick, but I think we're going to be told it's a slashing call, and I'm hearing that it might be another penalty shot given that there's already 2 players in the penalty box. So it looks like it'll be Shadow Jonathan on the penalty shot. There you go. Get a great look there at Shadow Jonathan. Spent some time in his career with the Tonawanda Braves. Oh, actually, that's a great look at that jersey, actually. Some detail I did not see. It looks like a deer running across the front with some trees in there. I know I talked about it last night, and they weren't my favorite, but now that I'm seeing some details on it, that looks really sweet, actually. Back to the game. Shadow Jonathan has a penalty shot. Jonathan, stopped by Gibson. Great chance for one of the top D guys on this team, Shadow Jonathan, to get the goal. But Gibson bests him on that attempt with that right arm save. We'll give you one more look at it here as Jonathan just gets stopped by that right arm of Gibson. And I'll tell you what, if Kobe Gibson hadn't been as good as he had been here today, this game could look a whole lot differently than 8-3. Kobe Gibson has been stellar so far for Oswego. Been tested all throughout this game. Brendan D has been more than up to the task as well as the shots at this point. 34-20 in favor of the Smashers. So 26 saves to this point for Gibson and 17 for D, as Carmen Papa able to get possession right off the draw and get the attack going here for Big Woods, who will have another full 2 minute 5-on-3. Ball moved to the far side but dropped by Papa, and it'll just be iced the length of the floor here by Connor Steria. The St. Bonaventure man who played 39 career games with the Bonnies. 1 goal, 14 GBs, 6 caused turnovers. Native of Baldwinsville is the man who sent that the length of the floor. Here's a shot from Sundown that's kept out by Gibson. Now Gibson gonna look to send it long. He will get it down the floor, but Nephew slowed it and didn't allow Love to come in and pick up that loose ball. Hold Sundown. Over to Donnie Nephew looking for that 5-hole, but can't find it here. Kobe Gibson with yet another nice stop. Ball goes the length of the floor to Brendan D. He will skip the short pass and send it all the way down for Stu Sundown. Stu Sundown to Lee Abrams. Over here for Huddy Nanacoke. Shot on from Sundown is off the post. Into the middle. Sundown shot, or Nanacoke with a shot. Follow-up attempt from Nanacoke, kept out as well. Another attempt here, turned away. Sundown with a one-handed effort, stopped. And it'll just be iced again. Brendan D getting his work out for this Big Woods team, having to come out and play the ball so often. Just 17 seconds remain in the 5-on-3. Half a line change so far for this Oswego team as ball moved to the near side. Ground just pulls it short side wide to the far side. Popping out of the stick there of Jonathan. Shadow Jonathan to Papa. He can't keep hold of that one. Lee Abrams going to have to give chase. Nice scoop up there from Lee Abrams. Shot there well after the buzzer sounds, and possession will go to Oswego. Good job by the Riverhawks getting that 2-minute penalty killed off, but still 3 more minutes remaining in the major. Osteria tosses it over to his teammate Kelly at the top. Kelly to the near side for Dylan Smith. His shot stopped by D. Might have been blocked in front. Who winded up with it? It's Kyle Sundown. He'll send it forward for Carmen Papa to the near side. Hallett with a shot. Stopped by Gibson. No, it squeaks in. Thunder Hallett got just enough of it through Kobe Gibson to extend the lead. Goalie water break now, so that gives us a chance to look at this one more time. And there you see it. Thunder Hallett just gets it in short side, just enough room on Kobe Gibson for that one. As we have the goalie water break, we got 16 of you all tuning in. Thank you so very much for making us a part of your Saturday evening. I know we got the other game going on the Blue Squatch channel, so it's a big night of NABLL lacrosse, most certainly, as we got our game going. The Utica Yeti taking on the St. Regis Braves over on the main channel. If anybody ever has a score update, anything they want to drop in from that game, feel free to go right ahead and drop it in the chat. Love seeing that. Love seeing whoever, if anybody's cheering on anybody in particular, I always like to mention that. If anybody's watching from a cool location as well, throw that in the chat. I will take a moment to check it out at some point here, as we hope to get back to action here shortly after the goalie water break. A few ticks under 4 minutes left to go here in the second period of play. The shot's now 40-20 in favor of the Smashers. They're doubling up the Riverhawks in the shot category and tripling them up on the scoreboard at the moment. Still 2:20 remaining in the power play here for the Smashers, but it is a 5-on-4-man advantage now as that shot skips over the net. Lee Abrams feeds it in front. Ground gets lit up on the shot, but Ground right back to his feet, ready to resume play. Lee Abrams with a nice one-handed catch to keep the possession alive. Abrams runs into some traffic and will pull it out. Jonathan up top for Ground. Grayson Ground on the shot, just misses. Curve Jonathan scores. Ground may have missed, but Jonathan didn't, as he adds to the Smashers' lead. Here you'll get a look at the shot there from Ground that just misses wide. Takes a Smasher bounce right to Curve Jonathan as he gets it through Gibson. Looked like Kobe might have wanted that one back, just judging by his immediate reaction. The little, sort of wince knowing that that one got through. As there you can see the Curve Jonathan goal. That is his first of the game and the 10th Smashers goal of the evening. Looked like Curve Jonathan had the throwback Braves helmet on there too, a red helmet with the old Tonawanda Braves wordmark logo on it. Saying that that one's from probably over a decade ago is what I am hearing. About 2014, 2015 we're estimating, as that's a throwback indeed, and still looks good though for Curve Jonathan, just like that shot. As ball is on the far side here for the Riverhawks, just trying to get something going here, as I believe they are down by 7. Smith with a one-handed effort, stopped by D. Loose ball battle around towards the far side. Sundown and Blue Eye trying to come up with the loose ball, but a 10-second violation will give possession back to Smith and the Riverhawks. Smith backpedals, nearly runs into a slash from Sundown. Overhand shot there, kept out. Rebound attempt off the post. Oh my goodness, somehow that one didn't end up in the back of the net. We'll see if we can show you it here, as I had to bail out of it. Now we'll see if we can get a look as Gibson will grab it. I want to check this out again. How did this one not end up in? D went out to play the ball, got caught out, but I think that over shot there just went off the post, as The opponent just went in, scooped up the Lucy, tried to go over D, and had absolutely the right idea, but was denied by the iron. Pass in front, and it's knocked down by Sundown. Kyle Sundown reads him like a book and breaks up that pass. Logan will head back into some open space. Logan to Yelich. Yelich feeding in front for Sundown. He can't find him here, though. Nephew will leave it for a teammate who scores. Huddy Nanacoke with a low angle rip. Take a look at his throwback helmet too as he extends the Smashers lead. All smiles for Huddy Nanacoke, and why wouldn't you be if you got a shot like that? A goal scorer's touch for Huddy Nanacoke as he extends the Big Woods advantage. 10-3 is the score. That's what we're going to roll with here with 64 seconds left in the first half of action between the Big Woods Smashers and the Oswego River Hawks. Papa spins, shoots, stopped by Gibson. Oh, what a great work done there by Carmen Papa to create the chance, but not able to finish on the opportunity because of another great effort from Gibson. Shot there, stopped by D. He runs right out to scoop up that loose ball and will send a long outlet feed to the far side. Perfect pass right to Carmen Papa. Papa tosses it over to Sundown. Papa feeding it to the near side. He can't hit on the pass. Just 15 seconds left in the period. Trying to run here for Oswego is Ferrara. Ferrara loses the control as it'll be sent the length of the floor by D. Trying to get one last chance here as he sends it all the way to Sundown. Pass in front, bobbled here by Jonathan as the buzzer sounds. Shot totals after two periods, 44-24 in favor of the Big Wood Smashers. And there you get a look at their goalie, Brendan D., as he makes his way off the floor along with the rest of this Smashers team that holds a 10-3 advantage and will get a much-deserved round of applause from the fans here in attendance. And oh, we got a halftime show here today. No intermission will be playing today. Watch the youngsters in action. We have the 4, 5, and 6-year-old peanut players out there, and I don't know if anybody's seen any of the videos going viral across the lacrosse internet here, but one of them coming from this very Logan field. I don't know if it was the Peanuts or the Tykes, but it was the cute goalie making all those saves. Oh my goodness, that video has made the rounds on social media, so you're in for a treat here at halftime as we will step aside, or I will step aside for a moment. We're going to leave this feed running, so check it out. Watch these youngsters in action here on BSPN2.
minor players, if you did not get your ticket upon getting into the field tonight, right here behind the announcer's booth, see Miss Kelly, get your ticket into the drawing for tonight. Anybody who did not get their ticket, come and see Miss Kelly. their hearts out today on the cornerstone. Here they are running out tonight.
Like the new turf.
But they're running in our hearts. We love you. Let's go Braves.
I mean, the old stuff was better than the turf in Webster. It's funny you watch. You ever watch OLA games up on YouTube? You look at all the arenas they got X'd out NLL turf. Like I forget who one of the teams is the Riptide turf, and they spray painted out Riptide. Another one's. I mean, what do you think's gonna happen with
Oshawa?
Yeah.
Jace, did you see the video? Did you guys see the video of the little kid that went viral? I mentioned it off
I did not.
from here.
I did not.
So it was the goalie who was at that end, McWalden's kid.
Okay.
It was like a video of like them just shooting at him, and he would just hit him, and he'd just kind of do a little move, and then it would hit him again, and he'd just do a little back step.
Nice.
And like major like lacrosse like Instagram pages were like posting,
That's awesome.
and it was like just
They were like, look at this guy.
yeah,
And it had the Braves on it.
yeah, it was shot right here. It was from the day that we were here.
I unknowingly shot that.
So actually, it was a mom, like his mom, shot it through the fence.
Oh, okay.
That's how I knew for sure it was here because I could see the fence.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And I was telling Nate and them in the box, I'm like, yeah, did you guys see that? Like, no, we didn't see that. I'm like, yeah, it was from like here in Tonawanda. Like, it went viral. Like,
Hopefully it's on the page.
it's on like every lacrosse
Where you
page.
at? 44-24?
Yep.
44-24. Smashers. I told him, I said this would have been a missed opportunity. You should have had smash burgers.
Oh, they not doing
Could've had
concessions
They're
tonight?
doing
Old
something.
They got stuff. It looked good, but I ate my dinner and I'm at a point in life where I can't have second dinner.
Yeah. I changed it once already.
Okay, you did?
Once I did. It might need a second though.
I'll leave it for right now.
You tell me.
Yep.
Yeah, I could tell in the kids game there it was pretty dark.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back here on BSPN2 to Logan Field as we start the second half of action between the Big Wood Smashers and the Oswego Riverhawks. As it will be a chance here for the Riverhawks to start this period, or it will go over and back as they are trying to get one home, as we're going to get a delay of game penalty called right away as the Riverhawks will take the penalty, as they're trying to get one by the new netminder for this Big Woods team, Minnow Jonathan. As there you see the throw of the ball and the delay of game call. Could hear the official explanation of it, saying he stood right there and rolled it away. And it is an easy call for the officials in this game, TJ Scott and Justin Stuber. Another power play here for the Smashers. It has helped fuel their advantage, which sits at 11-3. What a save from Gibson to deny Nephew right on the crease. Nephew receives the pass, takes another shot, and is stopped by Gibson once again. A pair of great saves with that shoulder for Kobe Gibson right in quick succession as the ball will get sent the length of the floor. Minnow Jonathan will corral it and make the short pass to Hode Sundown. Yelich thought about letting it fly, but decides against it to the far side. Nephew gonna have to have a laugh about that one as he heads back to the bench. It goes out of play. You could hear him saying, I wanted to shoot, I wanted to pass, got caught in between, as it sounds like his buddies on the bench might be letting him know about it a little bit, as that's what all good teammates do. As here's a chance here for Paulus, who's stopped by Jonathan.
Good look there for Neil Paulus. Let that shot go. The former Buffalo Bandit played parts of 6 NLL seasons with Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, the Columbus Land Sharks as well. Former team for Mark Stainhouse as well, fun fact. And then finished it off with New Jersey as well, as he made a trek around the NLL back in the old days. But most notably, a former Buffalo Bandit, spent some time at Nazareth as well, from the Onondaga Nation. Sundown to the far side, shot just misses wide as we're back to even strength. Gibson airs it out, but a bit too much as it goes off the end of the stick of Alvey, and it'll be chased down by Aiden Blue Eye in the corner. Blue Eye scoops it up and sends it forward here for Grayson Ground. He's got one here today. Ground feeding into the middle, can't connect here with Hallett. Hallett gonna chase after this one, but is having trouble with the GB. Steria roughing him up on the far side, and he's the one who comes away with it. Steria breaking forward, here's a chance. Steria with a shot there, stopped by Jonathan. Trying to put it 5-hole there was Connor Steria, but not able to get that one by Minnow Jonathan. Ball up top here for the Smashers, fed in front. Lee Abrams scores! Lee Abrams adds another goal here for Big Woods as they extend the lead. Lee Abrams with the finish, fakes it high, drops it low for what is his first goal of the game. Riverhawks have been doing a good job on the draws, but if you win the draws, you got to be able to do something with it after, and that's been the challenge here, being held to just 3 goals. Now into the third period of play. Brendan D got the first half. His night presumably is done as Minnow Jonathan takes over. He has yet to allow one yet, as sticks going flying out of picture here, and a back-in call will give possession here to the Smashers. Logan drives in, takes the shot, and scores. What a finish here for Nelson Logan as he adds another for Big Woods. Second goal of the night here for Nelson Logan. I know it's not quite what he did last night with 7 of them, but on the 49th shot of the game, he extends the lead here for Big Woods. It is up to 10. By my count, that is Nelson Logan's second goal of this game, and 9th in 2 days as Nephew denied on the doorstep. Rebound attempt, and they score. The Smashers really piling it on now. Maddox Lazor with the latest Big Woods goal. Get you another look here at the goal for Maddox Lazor, as that is his first goal of the evening. Picks up the Lucy right in front of the net, beats Gibson just below the hip on that far post for the 14th goal of the game for Big Woods. The lead is up to 11 for the Smashers as they continue their impressive evening of play. Riverhawks just looking to get something going here in this third frame. That shot will bounce high over the net and out of play, coming out of the stick of Love. And possession will go back the other way only for a moment as the long pass taken away by Rakelli. Rakelli fakes the pass from behind the net, but steps into the crease for a back-in call. His bench disagrees with it, and they will get teed up. Good awareness there from Ferrara, knowing that he's the in-home tonight. He hustles into the penalty box. And that'll be another penalty here against this Riverhawks team. And I'll tell you what, they haven't done themselves a lot of favors when it comes to penalties. They have been making a lot of trips to the sin bin tonight, and it has cost them, as this Big Woods team has more than taken advantage on the power play. Cal Sundown chasing after this loose ball in the corner. Heavy pick there from Shadow Jonathan. Will give possession to Oswego. And now it looks like a penalty is going to be called here against the Smashers. So that will do it for their power play, as they're going to try and just get the ball back here so that Oswego doesn't have any bit of a longer power play time once the penalty their penalty expires, as it'll now be handed out here. It'll be Thunder Hallett heading to the penalty box. It'll be 2 minutes for slashing for Hallett. As we now get a minute and 24 seconds of 4-on-4 action, as the Riverhawks control possession. LV to the far side of the floor. Love drives in, sends it towards goal, but Jonathan, I guess, doesn't get any bit of it here, as it just goes into the corner. No reset of the shot clock. Into the middle. Smith, watched here by Sundown. Pushed to the far boards. Polis with a shot, stopped by Jonathan. Heavy slash here. That will draw a penalty, and the Riverhawks will yet again be making a trip to the box, and we might have a go here, as, oh, you don't want to mess with this man. Stu Sundown has his man down in a headlock, and oh boy, a couple extra shots being delivered. Sundown, one tough customer here. He does not want to let go of Alvey. As Alvey will head to the bench. I don't know what exactly drew the ire of Stu Sundown, but I would not want to be on the other side of that scuffle, as he's going to get a water bottle tossed to him. I think he knows he might spend a little bit of an extended period in the box. Gives a little squirt to the opposition on the way to the box. Stu Sundown, a one-of-a-kind character, that's for sure. He will head to the penalty box and will take a seat. And now the officials will sort through things and try and figure out the penalties. While they do, we're going to say thank you to our friends over at the Basin Bud Depot and Jan's Gas Mart and the Sadacone Restaurant for their support here of Big Woods Smashers Lacrosse. They are the reasons why we are able to make these streams possible. Thank you to them, as well as Peachtree and the Token Turtle, as you get a look at the picturesque sky here at Logan Field. A beautiful night on the Tonawanda Nation, as we'll push in here on Kobe Gibson, who is getting in the zone. He's been doing all he can this evening for his Riverhawks team, but has yet to, finds himself behind on the board by a handsome sum here at this point, as officials trying to figure things out, and possession will go to Big Woods after all that. Since we got a bit of a break, this Big Woods team led by Kelsey Sundown, great head coach here for the Smashers, but both these teams with excellent head coaches. Robert Doc Nelson, the head man for this Oswego team, the GM, and I believe also listed as the head coach. Somebody that is no stranger to being around Tonawanda and the Can-Am, you know, the main the league where this main team plays here at Logan Field, the Tonawanda Braves, of course. He played in the Can-Am way back in the day for the Oswego Hawks, way back in around the late 90s, early 2000s, in the early days of the Can-Am. Was on the Oswego team back then. Guy who I was told just turned 70. Somebody who still loves the game of lacrosse, always in and around it, trying to help out whenever he can. And he's done more than just lead this team off the floor. He's led them on it as well. Or even at 70, 69 years old, where depending on the birthday, he has been an active competitor in the NABLL, and one that tells you about the kind of shape that he keeps himself in to be in that, to be at that advanced age and still be able to compete at a high level such as this. That tells you a lot about how he takes care of himself, and how good of a player he is if he could find his way on the floor. And it shows the leadership, and that's why he's in the position he's in as the general manager of the team. But just an interesting little story there with Robert Doc Nelson now leading this Oswego team and trying to lead them back here against this Big Woods team and now we're going to get a delay of game call, as I think it's the frustration starting to come out here for Oswego, as Holm knew what he did, rolled it back, and it will be an automatic penalty shot here as the clock is running. And I think that's good as well, as especially with the extracurriculars that might have ensued, just let the clock keep moving so there's no nonsense. When we're on the second channel, the viewership is like I swear we peaked.
Okay.
Now we're going to get the automatic penalty shot here, as it looks like. Oh, there's a great look at that jersey. And there you can see the deer in front of it with the trees in the background. I know I was discussing it earlier. Such a nice, detailed jersey there. Normally gray, black, that's not my favorite color scheme. I like color, I like bright. But the blue is a nice way to, shake it up. But the detail there, it's all in the details, as I really like that jersey. It reminds me of an old soccer jersey, a New York Red Bulls glitch kit, they called it. That was kind of what that jersey reminds me of, is we're not going to have a penalty shot here, as the penalty had already expired, but the player was still in the box for an extra couple of seconds, so that's why we thought the penalty was still going on. So just a 2-minute power play here for the Smashers, as that shot goes off the junction from Lee Abrams. Lee with a quick chance here, can't let it go. Jonathan trying to pick up the loose ball in front. He will muscle off a couple of defenders, but goes through the crease. Much to his dismay, he'll leave it in the corner for the other 77, Fuller, to pick it up. Jonathan ready to play some defense, though, as Fuller gets a step on him, and Shadow realizes I should probably head to the bench here and get a change. It's been a long shift, and now the Riverhawks will try and kill some time here as Sundown, with the fresh legs off the bench here, applying some pressure right away. Neil Paulus with it. Gets a step on Abrams. Spins back and sends it hard to the far side, but a bit too much for his teammate. Not able to come up with it there is Fuller. Ends up in the stick of a Smasher, as it'll be Hallett who sends it forward. Ball left here for Lee Abrams. Lee gonna run a little hidden ball trick with Grayson Ground. Passes it away. Stepping in here right on the doorstep is Logan, and he scores! Nelson Logan finds the bottom right corner and adds to the Smashers' lead. Take a hit to make a play there. Nelson Logan did just that. As there you can see patience on display for Logan as he picks the bottom right corner. No one picked him up for quite some time, allowing him to just stand there and pick his spot. Got hit hard after the fact. but those hits don't feel nearly as bad when the ball goes in the back of the net. I can tell you that firsthand. So that's Logan's hat trick goal. As the lead has continued to grow here for the Smashers, it now stands at 12. Smith working on the far side here against Blue Eye. Smith tosses it into the middle. Kelly not able to get that one on target. Now another chance here. That one goes well wide of the net and out of play. 5:07 and counting left here in the third period of play as Nicholas Yelich has the ball for the Bigwood Smashers. And he's a toe away from making it a 16-3 game. Loose ball in the corner. Man gets ripped to the floor, and we're going to have another penalty called. Yelich still involved here with A.J. Wright, as each of them still getting a little pushy-shovey. As I think we're going to get a penalty handed out to A.J. Wright. Should be a holding call. It's what it looked like occurred. We'll see. Right here, though, is Wright just wrapped his arm around him, and there was a little extra pull. So an easy holding call there as he'll make the long walk over towards the box. I'm unsure why the clock's not running. Thought we were on run time at this point to prevent any extracurricular antics, but maybe we stopped that as the clock at the moment stays at 4:46 as play will be blown in here as the power play will start here for this Bigwood Smashers squad as that ball just stays in play off the tippy top of the chain link fencing here at Logan Field. 4-on-4 now. Ball to the far side. Low shot and they score. Curve Jonathan with a low blast adds to the Smashers' lead. What a finish here from Curve Jonathan. Just curves it around the defender on the 55th Smashers shot of the game. Shots 55-27 right now as Curve Jonathan beats his goalie to the 5-hole for the 16th Big Woods goal of the game. By my count, that is Jonathan's second goal of the game. Here is Neil Paulus feeding into the middle. That shot stopped here by Jonathan. Good look there for Dylan Smith, but not able to get it through the 5-hole of Minnow Jonathan. Ball sent up the near side of the floor for Holm. Holm driving in. Holm picked up by a double team now as he passes it away to the far side. Smith with a shot, kept out here by Jonathan. Donnie Nephew gonna have to hustle hard here and pick up this loose ball. Takes a whack for his trouble, as he will flip it over to the far side. Stu Sundown fresh out of the box. Here's an open Logan. Logan stopped by Gibson. What a nice shoulder save there for Kobe Gibson as he denies Nelson Logan of his 4th goal of the game with an excellent right shoulder stop. Here's Thunder Hallett behind the cage. Hallett, Donnie Nephew. Nephew with a blast, and he scores. Donnie Nephew strikes on the 57th Smashers shot of the game. Get a look at it once again here as the lead up to 14 for the Big Wood Smashers as they just pile it on here. And I am very unsure as to why the
clock is not running anymore. It's a 14-goal game. It seems kind of automatic to me, but maybe that's just my opinion. We will see, but I feel like you want the clock to run here as the hits are just getting harder. We're getting some more chippiness, and the bench is starting to chat a bit more. I can hear it right from my spot here at Logan Field, so I think running the clock here is probably the smart decision, but we'll see. Jonathan shot off the post. Shadow Jonathan came within a couple of inches of further extending the lead for the Smashers. Back the other way. Stopped on the breakaway was Ferrara. Great performance from Minnow Jonathan when he's been tested in this second half. It hasn't been quite so often as Gibson, but he's been up to the task whenever called upon. Riverhawks able to get that ball forward. Smith, Dylan Smith, gonna try and run into some open space here. Smith gets a pick, has some room. Smith with a low shot, he scores! A first goal of the second half here for the Riverhawks, and it comes out of the stick of Dylan Smith. Second goal of the game for Smith, and you'll get another look at it here. Excellent pick from his teammate Love to knock the defender out of position. Great work done there, and you'll see it just gets right on the hip of Hode Sundown, not allowing him to get back into the play. Great work there from Smith and Love to combine for the fourth Riverhawks goal of the game. Ball will go to Oswego here with under 2 minutes left to go in a 13-goal game. Aiden Blue Eye roughing up Smith on the far side. Blue Eye pins him into the corner. Blue Eye giving him an extra couple shoves here as that ball will get moved to the near side. Here's Neil Paulus with a look, just missing wide. Ball will carry him off the boards into the stick of Blue Eye. He takes a whack now, but he's got a break. Aiden Blue Eye all alone. Stopped by Gibson. Great idea there from Blue Eye trying to get it through the 5-hole, but Kobe Gibson had his number that time to make the impressive stop. Ball tossed over here to the near side. Taylor looking for an option. Taylor passes it away to a man all coming off the boards. Kelly moves it to the far side. No one for the Riverhawks able to come up with it. Nelson Logan steals it away. His long feed connects. Here's a shot, and they score! Transition goal here for the Smashers as they add to the lead. Alex Saavedra gets the goal here for the Smashers in transition. How about one more look at the whole thing as play just begins once again. Alex Saavedra gets that one home for the latest Big Woods goal as the lead continues to grow here for this Smashers squad. Smith scores! Late in the shot clock, Dylan Smith has his hat trick goal on the 32nd shot of the game for the Riverhawks. Let's see this one again. Smith, very late in the shot clock here, able to just create enough space to let the low rip go. We'll get another look here. It skips through the goaltender, Jonathan, for the latest Oswego goal, and it's the third of the game for Dylan Smith. Just 5 seconds left here in the third. The Riverhawks seem content to let the clock bleed out or just weren't aware of it. Either way, the clock strikes 0 here
After 3 periods of play, the shot 61-32 in favor of the Smashers. The score in favor of Big Woods as well. 18-5, the lead for the Smashers here on BSPN2 The Deuce.
First year of the River Monsters, when I learned you could do that, I'm like, yeah. Second period, let's run it.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Welcome back here to Logan Field as we are underway for the 4th quarter of play here between the Big Woods Smashers and the Oswego River Hawks. It's been all Big Woods all throughout. The Smashers lead it 18-5 as we are here in the 4th quarter of action. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Here is Logan going to flip it to Stu Sundown, who is stopped by Gibson. Sundown fighting hard for the Lucy on the floor. Did the splits unintentionally here as Smith has a breakaway, stopped by Jonathan. Starting to see some more slipping and sliding on the turf. Saw a lot of it last night as the dew was starting to set in late in the night. Of course, last night's game was an hour later at the 8:30 start time as Sundown right on the doorstep scores. Another one for the big man, Stu Sundown, who continues to thrive for the Smashers. By my count, the second goal of the game for Stu Sundown, the former Tonawanda Brave, finds himself wide open in front, beats Gibson to the far post for the 19th goal of the game. The lead is now 14 here for the Smashers. The clock stands at 14:01. Big Woods could be going for a record here this evening. They set it last night with 29 goals. Fell just shy of the big 3-0. Can they get here tonight? Neil Powis answers right back. Into the top left corner, Neil Paulus strikes here for the Riverhawks. First goal of the game for the former Buffalo Bandit, Neil Paulus, the veteran who, as I discussed earlier, spent time with 6 different NLL franchises, able to find the top left corner here to get the Riverhawks their 6th goal of the game. The lead is still 13 for the Smashers. They are in firm control of the game, unsure as to why the clock is not running, but I guess the lead is not enough, and the chippiness must continue to grow before we do something about it, as that shot will be turned away by Jonathan. Another attempt stopped by Jonathan. He makes a couple of nice saves in quick succession, but we do have a penalty coming up here against the Smashers. And you can see the physicality on the left side, and oh yeah, just an easy holding call there. That's what I would go with against Jonas Ground. And I would wager a guess that he'll sit for 2 or less, and he will.
Palindrome, 63-36.
63-36 are the shots in this game. A rare palindrome. As Neil Paulus moves it into the middle. Smith passes it away. Short side rip there. Misses wide of the net. Fresh out of the stick of Love. Carmen Papa. He's got a pair here this evening. Had a great game yesterday with a hat trick as Papa drives in. Stopped here by Gibson. So at least 5 goals in 2 games right now for Carmen Papa. Yelich in no hurry at the moment, trying to drain the clock down here on this penalty. Here's Papa blowing a tire right in front, but he slips into the crease. Ball outletted here onto the far side for Jacobs. Paulus passes it away into the corner. Smith skips it back to Neil Paulus. Up top for Kelly to the near side. Kelly gets it back from Love. Paulus fakes, shoots, stopped by Jonathan. Yelich will bring it into the attacking zone. He'll slow things down. Former Utica University man will now start to drive only for a moment before slowing things down. Yelich skips one that just misses wide of the net. It'll wind up in the stick here of Sundown. Sundown shot turned away by Gibson. He's going to look to feed it. Gibson airing it out, but his teammate not ready for it. As that was Schultzke chasing after. Here's Smith with it. Smith all alone, scores! Good finish there for Dylan Smith as he adds his 4th goal of the game. 4 of the 7 belong to Dylan Smith as he continues his impressive showing here tonight for the Riverhawks. There you'll see it once again as Smith, the latest goal scorer here for Oswego. And ball will go to Oswego as Stu Sundown, a little overeager, was darn near at mid-floor before the whistle was blown. An easy call there that goes against the Smashers. That'll give possession here to Oswego as Dylan Smith looking to add another to his impressive total. Feeding it in front right now. Pass doesn't connect, but the ball bounces back to him. Smith with a low deceptive shot. That is stopped here by Jonathan. Stu Sundown
Breaks it out to the far side. Aiden Blue Eye starts to drive in. Blue Eye has a lane. Blue Eye misses. Blue Eye didn't go through the crease, so able to go into the play and fight for the loose ball. Blue Eye going 1 against 2, having to fight hard against Raquel and Wright. Draws a penalty. Here's a chance. There for Hellett, can't get it in. Jonathan stopped as well. And now we're going to get yet another penalty called here, as this one once again will go against Oswego. Jason, you can drop the filter if you want. Get another look here at the penalty. It'll be a hold that goes against A.J. Wright, and he'll sit for 2 or less. Power play here for the Smashers as Lee Abrams moves it over to Nephew. Nephew shot turned away by Gibson. Lee Abrams trying to hit Sundown there in front, but the pass just a bit too high for him. Lee will chase after it and give it up for Shadow Jonathan. Over here to Donnie Nephew. Nephew drives in. Shot there. Kept out by Gibson. Kobe Gibson really doing his best here tonight, as smart play there from Shadow Jonathan, just pushes his man into the crease. The ball ends up getting thrown up and out of play anyways, but that's a heads-up play from Shadow Jonathan to get the ball right back. Donnie Nephew will start. Sundown, not expecting that pass from his teammate Nelson Logan, and Logan will go fight to get it back, but over and back will be called. The Big Woods bench disagrees, but the decision stands, and it will be possession for the Riverhawks. Smith fakes the shot, and will now try and evade Logan. Smith flips it towards half, and it will be saved here for a moment by O'Connor. Kelly. O'Connor into the middle. Polis with a low shot, turned away by Jonathan. Logan calmly makes the pass up the far boards. In front for Nephew, can't find him here. Loose ball secured here along the near boards. Shadow Jonathan to the far side. Shot here, they score! Donnie Nephew has the latest Big Woods goal. And I'm hearing the shouts from the bench. Is there a mercy rule? I'm wondering the same thing. That's the 70th shot of the game for the Smashers. And I don't think there's going to be one. The clock will stay where it is as Donnie Nephew adds the latest goal for Big Woods. Possession will be awarded here to Oswego as we approach 8 minutes left to play. Here in the fourth quarter, it is a 19-8 scoreline. I believe that to be correct. I can't recall if Nephews was the 20th or the 19th. I lose track as the goals come quickly. The latest here for the Riverhawks. Dylan Smith finds the low corner here at the goalie water break as he makes it a 10-goal game.
by my count, the 5th goal of the night for Dylan Smith. He has been on it for this Oswego Riverhawks team. So glad I was able to go down and get his name, especially with him having a performance like this. Got left off the game sheet. I'm glad I'm able to give him the credit he deserves, because he has more than deserved it for his great work done here this evening. Carmen Papa looking to continue his great work done this evening for Big Woods. He's got a pair. Papa starting to drive in. Papa hesitates, takes the shot, but just misses wide. Crease is the call anyways, so possession goes back the other way. Could be a chance here. On a break, Kelly, high to low misses, or low to high misses. Brian Kelly not able to find the target there on that high rising shot. Ground, feeding in front, can't hit his man Sundown. To the far side, Yelich. Papa gonna fake a few BTB passes before attempting a drive. Slowing it now as his pass in front doesn't hit Grayson ground. A crease violation will give possession back to Oswego anyways. Smith trying to get one here late, not able to do so here. Gets the ball back in his stick, but misses wide on the shot. Loose ball scooped up on the far side. Saavedra bringing it forward, losing his footing as he shoots, but he is stopped in the process by Kobe Gibson. Approaching 6:30 left to go here in this 4th quarter of play. The score 19-9 in favor of the Big Woods Smashers. Ball thrown over to the near side of the floor. And we're going to have someone kicked from the bench for this Oswego team. Oh, it's just going to be a timeout from the bench. Okay, I thought it was an ejection, as that was a loud announcement made. Either way, it halts play with 6:19 left to go here in the 4th quarter of play. The score 19-9 here on BSPN 2.
Casual night, no vest tonight.
Yeah, you were doing your coaching tonight.
Yeah, double duty.
Yeah. Play is blown in here as it'll be a quick shot right after the whistle for the Riverhawks. Another attempt kept out by Jonathan. And a nice second half here for Minnow Jonathan, as he has faced a decent amount of shots here from this Riverhawks team and has only let a few sneak by him. Good showing so far for Minnow Jonathan, as that low rip misses wide of the net. It'll be scooped up here by Ground, who outlets it for Hallett, who's stopped by Gibson. Might be the best save of the game so far for Kobe Gibson to deny Thunder Hallett of his hat trick goal. Back the other way we go. Could be a chance here for Rakelli. Rakelli not going to put it on target. Instead, he'll give it over to the red hot stick of Dylan Smith, who takes a cross check from Papa. Papa able to get by him for a moment, but Smith's stick snaps in half. He wanted a call there. You're not going to get one when you make the slash, as his stick snaps in half. Wonder if it'll stay red hot after the change, as chaos ensuing right now, and the contact continuing to increase, the chippiness picking up as well. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have running clocks in one-sided games. Shot goes wide of the net here. Loose ball will be fought for, but controlled easily now by the Riverhawks. But they run out of time on the shot clock violation. However, a penalty was called against the Smashers. It'll be Thunder Hallett, the guilty party. I would assume for the hit right there, blindsided on his opponent. I would go illegal body check or something of the sort. And it'll be that and 2 minutes on the board here for this Oswego Riverhawks team that goes on the power play. Neil Paulus to the far side of the floor. Passing it away. For a moment there was Kelly. Paulus to the near side, Smith. Now is that new stick. Let's see if that affects his game here. Feet in front, not able to get that shot away, was home. Pass sent forward for Blue Eye, but it pops out of his stick. He'll head to the bench. As chasing after it now is Sundown in the corner. Sundown in home, fight for it, and Sundown with a good effort gets the loose ball pickup. Sundown fights through an extra check from Paulus before passing it away. Cal Sundown with under 4 to go. Sundown working on the far side, spinning on some defenders but not able to keep possession as the ball is scooped up here by the Riverhawks. Rakelli near side of the floor with it is Dylan Smith. Smith looks for an option, has a man up top. Shot from Kelly just misses wide. Gets his own rebound though. No reset of the shot clock. Overhand rip from Kelly is kept out by Jonathan. Papa has a step. Papa with a shot, just misses. This ball picked up along the near boards. It'll be in the stick here of Steria. Smith calmly with it before moving it to home. Steria. Neil Paulus to the far side of the floor. Skip past the near side. Dylan Smith with it. Trying to work in. Bounce shot. He scores. Dylan Smith has been on fire tonight. A sock trick goal on his team's 44th shot of the game. 2 straight nights with a sock trick. Last night it was Nelson Logan. Tonight, Dylan Smith for the Oswego Riverhawks has his 6th goal of the contest. Throw those socks out there, friends, as Dylan Smith scores the sock trick goal to make it a 9-goal game here in the 4th period of action. The Big Wood Smashers still well out in front with 2:30 left to go. Dylan Smith has that goal scorer's touch. Takes the pass right here. He gets topside, lets the shot go, but misses wide. Follow-up attempt cashed in, but no. Much to the dismay of the Riverhawks bench. Let's see if they got a case. Tough to tell there, but little hidden ball trick was run there by the Smashers during that replay, but they're able to get the ball into the attacking zone. Donnie Nephew feeds it for Yelich. Yelich walking in, loses control right at the last second. Upset at himself after that one, knowing he had a great goal-scoring chance, but a player like him, he'll garner another one in no time. 90 seconds left here in this one as the Oswego Riverhawks have the ball down by 9. Kelly will have possession in the far corner. Kelly sends a low sweeping shot there that misses, or that just catches a piece of Jonathan. Kelly getting roughed up here by Sundown, as well as a pair of Sundowns actually, Stu and Hode. And now we're going to get a penalty called here late. Going to get a look at it here, what exactly occurred. I think right there it was that cross check from Hode Sundown that drew the ire of the official. So it will be a power play for the rest of this quarter for Oswego. 60 seconds left to go here in this one. It looks like Big Woods will pick up the win as that shot goes wide of the net. Come out of the stick of Love. Up top, Kelly fakes and passes away to Love. Paulus, his shot deflects but is on target and is stopped by Jonathan. Skip pass here to Smith. Into the middle. Low shot stopped by Jonathan. Brian Kelly letting it fly. He had 15 career goals over at SUNY Morrisville as Smith not able to score on that quick stick attempt. He's now going to chase after Aiden Blue Eye. Hard to win that foot race against the speedy Blue Eye. He'll backpedal into the corner. Blue Eye not eager to force anything here. Will make the smart play and just let the clock bleed down to 0 as this game comes to an end. The final shot totals here in this one, 72-47 in favor of the Smashers. The scoreboard, 19-10 as well in favor of Big Woods. The Smashers will improve to 4-2 and are in the midst of a 4-game win streak as that does close the book on the home portion of their schedule. They have 2 more games left in the regular season, both of them on the road. They got to take on the Lakers coming up on the 10th of July. That'll be a 7 o'clock game. Then they will head up to Seneca Lake to take on the Serpents on the 18th of July. That is a 3 p.m. contest. As for Oswego, the Riverhawks fall to 1-4. And they have their next contest. Oh boy, it's not going to get any easier for Oswego. They got to take on Austin Stotts and the Thousand Island Spirits in their next game on July 2nd at 7:30 p.m. They already faced the Spirits once this year and fell 35-10 in that contest. Next game for them after a home matchup against Seneca Lake, out of division game. Then they will head on the road for a battle with the Utica Yeti. Then they'll head over here to the Classic Rink in East Aurora to take on Space Lax. Those games the 17th and 18th of July before closing out their regular season at home against Oneida on the 22nd of July. That'll be a 7 p.m. contest. We will wrap things up here from Logan Field. Going to say one more thank you to our great sponsors, the Basin Bud Depot and Jan's Gas Mart and the Sadacone Restaurant. We thank them both for their support, as well as our sponsors during the intermission, the Token Turtle and Peacetree. We thank them all for their support, not only of Blue Squatch Productions, but of the Big Woods Smashers. They help to make these streams possible. We thank them as well as Kelsey Sundown for all the support here and for helping to bring us here to Logan Field for the latest 2 games for the Big Woods Smashers, as we will wrap things up. For our off-site producers, Greg and Charity Beecher, and my cameraman, Jason Pregel, I have been Trevor Butts saying so long and thank you for watching BSPN2 The Deuce.